The Detroit Lions are 3-1 heading into their bye week after a huge win on Monday night in primetime against the Seattle Seahawks, a team that we have not been able to beat for about a decade now. It felt good to finally get our revenge, especially after what they did to us last year, all the crap they've been talking, and we did it in style in those sexy black uniforms with the blue helmets. Today's video, we're just going to go over the game a little bit and talk about some big plays and players, as well as take a look at the future schedule. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Now, here's some highlights for you guys. Feel free to mute me if you don't want to hear my annoying voice, but I am going to be making quite a few great points. Now, we'll start with this. Jared Goff. You have to start with that. This dude needs to be drug tested because he went 18 of 18, set an NFL record there for most completions, I think, in a game in a row, and had a receiving touchdown on top of it, along with 292 passing yards and a 2 passing touchdowns as well. So he had more receiving touchdowns than he did incompletions. That's the only time you'll ever hear that in your life, because that's an insane stat. Jared Goff, phenomenal. Like I said, drug test him because that was the greatest game of his career and probably the best our offense has ever looked. Now, looking at the game, we start out with a 3-and-out. Defense gets a stop. We go down the field. Big Gibbs run, and then Monty's in the end zone. Good start. Then, all of a sudden, it's Jack Campbell. Forced fumble on DK. Carlton Davis returns it down the 12-yard line. We get in with a Gibbs run. And then after that, we give up a touchdown. We answer. Gibbs back in the end zone. And then all of a sudden, it's halftime. 21-7. I like that. I like that score a lot. Now, our second half offense has been the killer of us. Just the worst part of our team so far this season. Defense has been good. Offense has been good in the first half, just not the second half. We scored 10 points, I think, the whole season in the second half pretty much. And we struggled. Again, just kidding. We went out and we balled out 21 points in the second half. Right after the Seahawks went down and scored, the Detroit Lions, what I like to call the hit and run from David Montgomery. Dude completely destroyed Devon Witherspoon, sent him into a grave, and then just continued to run through the rest of the defense. Like, what in the world? That was insane. So what a play there. And then obviously Tim Patrick, nice catch. Look at that. And then all of a sudden it's Amon-Ra St. Brown to Jared Goff. Like, who would have thought? That was the greatest play. And when we had two of the greatest plays in the Detroit Lions history right there, all in that same drive. Plus the Tim Patrick catch. Oh my God, just to top it off. Absolutely love to see it. There's the hit and run right there. Just watch it. Wow. But yeah, outside of that, after that, we gained some more momentum. Defense gives another touchdown though. We stop him on the 2-point conversion, and then it's one play and J Mo's in the end zone, dunking for Megatron on Megatron. I absolutely just love to see it. My goodness. And then I think we give up another touchdown. 3 touchdowns in a row, defense. Come on, what are we doing? But then the fourth quarter, they lock down. They don't give up any touchdowns. The offense puts up one more at the end there with the Amon-Ra St. Brown toe tap. Like, that was beautiful. And there's that sexy play from Amon-Ra St. Brown, by the way, to Jared Goff. But overall, let's take a look. Obviously, and then Kirby Joseph sealing the game as well. Obviously, another 3 interceptions in 4 games. Incredible. Taking a look at some players, obviously Goff, the biggest standout, NFC Offensive Player of the Week, 18 of 18, 292 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 receiving touchdown. Wow, incredible. The running backs were great. Gibbs and Monty, each with huge plays, as well as a couple touchdowns between them. Gibbs with 2 and Monty with 1. J-Mo, big reception, touchdown, that 70-yarder to put us back up, give us that momentum back. And then Tim Patrick, a couple really nice catches. Nice to see him coming along. Amon-Ra with a couple nice catches as well as that toe tap, sexy touchdown, and the touchdown pass. Thanks for those fantasy points. And then obviously Brock Wright and Sam Laporta had some nice plays as well. And the O-line looked really good, man. They were a little banged up with Ragnow out. Graham Glasgow slides over. Coyote Owasika, I think is his name, slides in, and that dude performed great. Love to see it. They were all great. Defensively, Terry and Arnold and Carlton Davis. They might not have looked great, but at the same time, I thought they performed really well. Carlton Davis one-on-one with DK the entire game, and when he was in press coverage, man coverage, I should say, he only gave up, I think, 4 catches for about 60 yards. And to me, that is not bad for being one-on-one with DK Metcalf. Didn't give up any touchdowns. He did get burnt twice. He did give up a couple big plays. But overall, he held his ground and had a bunch of pass deflections, almost had a pick. Like, dude played phenomenal. Terrion Arnold just got to tone back in those flags. He likes to grab a little bit. He's physical. Just got to tone back, and he's going to be just fine. I give them both A-minuses. Half the flags that those two guys have this season are very controversial, so I cut up some slack there, but they performed very well. Terrion only gave up like one catch the whole game. He performed great. Just got to tone back in the flags for both of them. The safeties, Brandon Joseph, Kirby Joseph played great. Kirby with the game-ending pick right here. Hutch with 10 pressures, most in the league all season. Anzarike a sack. Aleem McNeil, huge bat down on that goal line stand at the end of the game. And DJ Reader with a sack as well. Jack Campbell forced fumble. Malcolm Rodriguez sack. Anzalone had that near pick at the end as well. Love to see it. Now, here is the upcoming schedule in Dallas, in Minnesota, home against the Titans, in Green Bay, in Houston, home against the Jags. It's a gauntlet, guys. It is. Like, we could literally go 2-4 in that. I wouldn't expect anything worse than 3-3. This team has shown us that they're even better than last year. The defense has made some plays. They've shown us that they're better. Now, we're going to have one of those shitty games like we did last year against the Bears, the Packers. Like, it's bound to happen. The Ravens, like, it's going to happen a couple times this season. Kind of like the Bucs game where the offense laid an egg. But it's about getting through those moments and using it to fuel you for the next win. We might go 2-3 in that stretch. We might go 3-2. We might go 4-1. We could go 5-0. I hope that we at least go 3-1, 4-1 in that stretch, because that would be huge. We need to split with both the Vikings and the Packers and probably sweep the Bears if we want to win this division. It's going to be tough. If we get a big win in Green Bay or in Minnesota, which we need to win one of those games at least, I think we'll be set just right where we need to be to win this division. Let's go into Dallas after the bye week and clean up what we left off last year. Let's take down the Cowgirls and let's show them who really won that game last year. Go Lions, huge win. Let's keep it rolling.